Good evening, my name is Michael Rawlins. The concept for Ug-Lug was born of the problem I recently faced while on spring break in Mexico. As any anxious college teenager knows, as soon as they see their bag coming off the baggage claim, they get it, they grab it, and they run. I got to my hotel, I ripped it open, and was surprised to see 6-inch heels with fluorescent bikinis. Who would have thought Samsung made two of the same black bag? Now the concept behind Ug-Lug is to make unique, distinct luggage that is instantly recognizable to its owner. Now the way to achieve that distinct look is to comprise the bag of up to 95% recyclable and reusable materials. Now not only do these distinct designs solve the problem of mistaken luggage, but we feel that it's also a solution to eliminating the amount of non-biodegradable materials that fill our landfills every day. Now, the materials to be used include, but are certainly not limited to, reusable rubber and inner tubes, leather goods and accessories, car, airplane, bus, seats and seat belts, recyclable plastics and vinyls. The range of goods to be used is almost limitless. Now, the luggage industry, which also encompasses handbags, laptop cases, briefcases, duffel bags, is a $12 to $13 billion a year industry globally, with the top three competitors being Samsonite, Zumi, and Swiss Army, all of which make great products. However, they aren't very environmentally friendly. On a more direct competitive basis, the Zora bags and Be Good Designs compete with using recyclable and reusable materials, however, on a much smaller scale. They don't harness the potential that this has, and they only really create bags that eliminate the need for plastics bags, such as lunch bags and grocery bags. Now, the way to achieve sales is through small boutiques and small retailers where people can actually physically touch them. Because each bag has to be handmade and one of a kind and is distinct, we cannot mass produce these. However, with that being said, we won't compete or be a player in the low-end distribution channel, but by not doing that, we feel we can drive and raise the value of the product up. We feel we can advertise on websites and magazines that are really targeted to the environmentally concerned consumer, which, as the trend to go green, goes from being just a trend to really the standard. Now, these are one of our first concepts, and as you can see, the siding is made out of rubber tires. The bottom is polyurethane rollerblade wheels. Up top is brown leather that was actually, the idea is created from using the saddle, and the green is from a thrown out couch cushion. Concept 2 is actually made of the same leather that your average football or basketball would be made out of. The blue surrounding it is actually denim fabric. And finally, our baby. This would be the target, the high-end end user, and this is actually a real mock-up. We actually found a leather, all these goods were found in the landfill. We took and refurbished a leather wallet, as you can see there, a leather belt. We took the seat belt from a bus, and actually that tan is suede from a vintage 1962 Jaguar Roadster. That is Ug-Lug. Thank you.
So what are the economics here? How much are you trying to raise? What are you selling for? What are your margins, long-term projections here?
Well, we feel that on the mid-range, we can charge anywhere from $100 for the laptop case upwards to $250. Now, because we can establish business relationships with a lot of companies who normally throw out a lot of their raw materials as to dump them, we can kind of procure a lot of our materials for free. Now, we plan on, as we're a global, we'd like to be a global and socially conscious and environmentally friendly company. We'd like to be a cooperative in the Philippines where the women are known for their sewing. Now, we can pay them fair labor wages to make great quality products. And I mean, the margin and the market for socially conscious goods is growing every single day. So we feel that there's a huge market for it as people become more environmentally conscious. And we feel because we have a small materials cost, we can pay them fair wages and still make a great return on investment.
But given that each of these has to be custom made, what is the potential growth of this business? I mean, where do you see it going in terms of size?
We feel that although because we have to be handmade and that takes time and that takes labor, we can't produce 1 million bags a year, but we feel that with the technique and the speed that these Philippine women have in their technique, we feel that we can produce upwards of 250,000 bags each year.
So what's going to be your source of these materials? How can you assume sort of uniform quality standards? I mean, you look at things that you can see kind of how you can make one of these things one off, but I think what I'd be concerned about is that where are these materials going to come from? How are you going to make sure that you can't have a real standardized design, or unless you have access to some type of settings or some type of product source that can give you standardized input material.
Right, now we're not gonna be, paying people to, wander through landfills and pick out supplies. But we feel that we can establish relationships with companies like Nike and athletic apparel designers and even automobile and bus and plane manufacturers who, take planes out of the sky and take cars off the market and they would normally throw the seats out. We feel that not only can we get our goods for little to no cost, but now they can actually promote themselves as being greener